This 15-year-old is here to show you why. He took the stupidity up a notch by not just stealing a car, but a bus, and creating a full-blown police chase. What about crashing head-on into a police car? That would stop anyone, but not this guy. All it did was make him back up a bit before he kept going.
Yeah, he
not
was
even
playing way
driving
too
over
much Grand
several
Theft Auto.
spike strips was enough to stop him. It just slowed him down slightly.
Got all the vibes, yeah, I got all the vibes. I can't let you run, a nigga can't let you run. This rock star life got me on another high. It's fucking with my mind, all these drugs on my mind. I got all the vibes, yeah, I got all the vibes. I can't let you run, a nigga can't let you run. This rock star life got me on another high. It's fucking with my mind, all these drugs on my mind. Getting to the back.
Good, Dark Knight gang in this thing. Gang. Motherfucking gang. Today I'm about to do another video from Trend Central. This one right here is titled Craziest Police Chases Caught on Camera. Y'all requested it. Bro, this is about to be fire. I'm ready to hop on into this. Shout out to the gang. Everybody have a good day. Have a great day. You already know I got nothing but love for all of y'all. Y'all my boys. You already know what's up, man. Listen, if you're feeling down and out, remember life always gets better. It's ups and downs. It's ups and downs. Look, I got to put the shades back on. I'm not supposed to be showing my eyes. I'm going through another period of transformation, bro. I've been working on myself heavy. Anyway, I'm in my cocoon stage, about to be a butterfly, a motherfucking butterfree. Let's hop into this video. Shout out to the gang. Everybody have a great day. Let's go.
The best part of any action movie is the car chase. There's just nothing like the thrill of a high-speed pursuit. Watching shiny cars weave in and out of traffic, narrowly avoiding some serious accidents. It's the most exciting thing on earth, except for car chases that happen in real life. Ready to get your heart racing? Let's get it on! Car chases are as much a part of LA culture as Hollywood is, but these guys combined those things in a way nobody had before. Instead of putting a car chase into the movies, they put the movies into the car chase. They stole a convertible, put the top down like any self-respecting Hollywood producer, and set off on a tour of LA's landmarks while showing off in the process. Can you think of anything more iconically Los Angeles than doing donuts and a stolen Mustang on Hollywood Boulevard? I can't. These guys had a showman in them and wanted to let it out. Eventually, they just decided to stop, but they took a moment, as all great performers do, to take selfies with the fans and pose on their sports cars before calmly handing themselves over to the police.
Fortunately for police,
That's
the
tight.
two surrendered without resisting and with no reported injuries.
On the list of weirder crimes that
Wait. So, I would want to know, like, what kind of ticket they get hit with, what kind of fines they get hit with. You know what I'm saying? That's something I want to do, bro. I've always wanted to go on a car chase, but I'm just like, man, it depends on the fines and jail time afterwards.
the police have had to deal with. This one must be pretty high. Police were called out to investigate a domestic disturbance, which is probably quite run-of-the-mill usually, but this time, for some strange reason, a guy dressed in nothing but his underwear decided to steal an ambulance. We'll probably never know why, but he seemed really serious about it. It led to a chase through the streets of Philadelphia that lasted more than an hour. Even the ambulance thief looked like he wanted to give up at one point when he pulled into a parking lot and opened the door, but he decided against it and took off again. He looks like he thinks he's playing bumper cars with police cars, and eventually drives down the street with sparks flying out around him because he's got no tires left, and he still looks like he doesn't want to stop. Finally, police managed to physically drag him out and onto the road, still in just his underwear. It's not a good look.
Strip finishes the job. The ambulance comes to a stop on Tolbert Street.
Speaking of brazen criminals,
What happened
you'll
to
never
that
believe
dude? I wonder what. I'm telling you, he must have been on drugs, bro. He was on meth.
this guy. He
It is what it
carjacked a
is.
truck
Let's take a look at his face.
in just his underwear. It's not a good look.
Oh yeah,
Finishes the job. The ambulance comes to a stop
Oh,
on
yeah.
Tolbert Street.
that's the look of a meth head.
Speaking of brazen criminals, you'll never believe this
I'll
guy.
play
He
it.
carjacked
Let's
a
see.
truck with a woman and they sped off into the distance at a crazy 110 miles per hour.
What, a
That's
woman
when the
in a
police
car?
chase took part. And it was a serious chase, with the truck hitting the police cars several times in an attempt to escape. But it didn't quite go the way the thieves planned. Instead, they went off the road and crashed into the desert in a dramatic cloud of smoke. The man took off on foot, but bizarrely
he
looks
would
like
be
he's
black,
turned
too.
around and is running
Come on,
toward the cops.
Right.
It looks so odd you'd think he must have made a mistake, or that maybe he can't see them, but then you realize what he's doing. He's stealing the police car right out from under their noses.
No,
Then he took off again, and the chase went on for another 20 minutes before the police finally managed to corner him and get their car back.
And
That dude a
on
beast.
foot, gonna run. He's gonna give up. You see right there, it's a Ventura County sheriff.
There are two kinds
That dude's a beast. He took the car with the woman in it. He said, "Shut up, bitch. You coming for a ride?" Took her on a ride, you feel me? And then stole the police car too.
of criminals. The ones who
beast.
sneak around under the cover of darkness hoping to never be seen, and the brazen ones who are just out to taunt the police even if they did nothing wrong. This guy was stopped for reckless driving, and you'll soon realize why. He sped away from the cops, reaching speeds of 100 miles per hour, and then decided to kick it up a notch and started doing stunts on his bike, like standing on the seat while it was moving. The cops probably would have loved it if
at
he had
100.
fallen off, but he didn't. He just made a couple of rude gestures at them and kept going. Eventually, he pulled into a gas station and surrendered to police, who charged him with driving on the wrong side of the road. I guess there's no law against doing stunts on a public road.
I just want to say that I love my family and my 2 baby girls, and I'm sorry I disappointed them in the middle of all.
If we learned anything from the longboard, it's that you should definitely
What
only
are you
choose
talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Where did the apology came from? Like, that was random, bro.
escape methods that are actually faster than running.
I would've been
That
like,
should be obvious.
If I was him, I'd be like, shout out to my wife, shout out to my daughter. I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all when I get out.
Apparently not. This car thief had a slightly better idea for a great escape, even if it was lucky. After this dangerous high-speed chase through Charlotte, North Carolina, and narrowly missing several other cars, he was brought to a sudden stop when a train crossed his path. Instead of panicking, though, he saw an opportunity. After all, the very thing that had gotten in his way was just another form of high-speed transport. So instead of sitting in his stolen car and waiting for the police, who were now gaining on him, he got out and jumped onto the train instead, and it actually worked. He did escape the police. Well, for a moment anyway. They did catch up with him eventually, but still,
Okay, I was
it
about
was a
to
good
say.
idea.
Yeah, that's dope.
Was follow the train, CJ.
People have gone
That's
to
dope.
great
I
lengths
ain't
to
never
invent
seen nobody do
ingenious ways to escape police. So what brilliant escape method do you think you're going to see this guy use in his attempt to escape when his stolen car runs into a dead end? After all, it was a daring high-speed car chase. He must have something amazing up his sleeve, or just a longboard. He doesn't even seem to be able to ride it very well, and he knows it. He only rides it a few feet before deciding it's actually just better to run into oncoming traffic.
bro.
He definitely would have been faster just running. He doesn't know he's about to run into a hero in a red truck, though. Running can't save him from this unidentified Superman, though. Who is this masked vigilante? Lou Pizarro from Operation Repo. No, seriously, it actually is. I'm not joking. Bet you didn't see that coming. Oh, nobody did.
33-year-old Jesus Zamora was charged with auto theft. Police recovered the skateboard, presumably for evidence, though an officer did play footsie with it.
I'll bet there are many GTA fans watching this video, so this one's for you. This van thief led police on a wild chase through the streets of South LA for a heart-stopping 40 minutes. He somehow managed to get out of every corner he found himself in and just kept going, occasionally driving around in circles, as is the GTA tradition. Red lights? He doesn't care. He just keeps going at the same speed. 6 crashes with civilian drivers? That's no problem for him, even though he seems to be missing the front of the van. What about crashing head-on into a police car? That would stop anyone, but not this guy. All it did was make him back up a bit before he kept going.
Yeah, he
Not
was
even
playing way
driving
too
over
much Grand
several
Theft Auto.
spike strips was enough to stop him. It just slowed him down slightly. Well, almost. He eventually stopped because he had no tires left, but the thing that finally did him in was a slippery sidewalk. That's embarrassing.
Him in, so he slips and falls, and that's what did him in. The LAPD able to swarm this guy basically and bring this to an end. Wow.
When you think of police chases, they usually happen in a stolen sports car. They're fast and can be easily maneuvered. They're perfect. For some reason, this woman opted to steal a motorhome instead. You don't often see RVs in a car chase for good reason, as she found out when she couldn't turn sharply enough to avoid a tree
Dang,
and
she hit
took nearly
palm
the whole
trees
side
and
off the
shit?
vehicle. At that point, I would give up. The thing isn't worth stealing anymore, but
It's
she's
not.
obviously not in her right mind. Nobody sane would put their dogs into a stolen RV, but that's what she did. It's not really surprising that the one dog jumped out. Anyone would
dog
want to
jumped
escape
out
an
too?
RV traveling at 60 miles per hour
Oh,
on
that
city
dog is
streets.
dead.
She hit 7 cars along the way, but luckily nobody had any life-threatening injuries. Not even the dogs. There's no word yet
okay, the
on
dog
why
is
she
still alive.
decided to do that, but at least we now know the lucky number of crashes to stop a driver of a stolen RV is 7. As we've clearly demonstrated, car chases are
What makes somebody steal an RV with their dogs?
wild, dangerous, nail-biting episodes.
And
but
she
all this
couldn't
adrenaline
drive.
can tire you out, so I'm going to help you calm down with another car chase. This 15-year-old is here to show you why. He took the stupidity up a notch by not just stealing a car, but a bus.
stole a
and
school
creating
bus?
a full-blown police chase. Luckily, no children were on the church bus.
Oh, he
but
a
the bus
legend.
being driven by someone who can't really drive would
He
have
a
likely
legend.
frightened other drivers. Anyone would be worried if they had to drive near a bus that's swerving all over the road like this one. It looks like he
My boy
actually
a
manages
legend.
to hit every single barrier he gets close to. Then, just to kick it up a gear, he speeds across a road into oncoming traffic. Really, with the way he's driving, it looks like he's lucky the bus didn't just tip onto its side. He finally stopped when he drove head-on into a police vehicle. Yeah, that'll do it.
And we're able to put him in handcuffs and pull him out.
All right, y'all, good video. Shout out to the homie Trend Central. Like I said earlier in this video, I used to want to go on a car chase, but I probably won't do it. I'll probably just have to do it in virtual reality. That'll be the closest I ever get to it, you feel me? Shout out to the gang. Everybody have a great day. I love y'all, man. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.
I can't let you run.